It's Monday!
It is?
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was a new one.
Yeah.
New
It's
iteration.
Monday. No happy Monday. It's just Monday.
lunes.
Bruh, this is the happiest Monday I've felt in a while.
The happiest Monday you've had?
Yeah, because I'm back with the boys
Back with
on
the
a
boys.
normal live
Just
show.
booked a hotel room.
I just booked the hotel room.
For?
So can we open up the curtain really
Yeah,
fast?
absolutely.
Oh, wait. What are we doing?
Oh, yeah. Introduce
Oh, yeah. Welcome into the PHNX Sun Devils show, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and even leave a zesty 5-star review wherever you get your podcast. I'm Anthony
Zesties.
Here
Totri,
you are.
joined as always by Shawn D-Pause,
Yeah, he is.
Shane Diefenbach.
Yeah, I am.
Reveal the curtain, buddy.
Anthony
It revealed
DeTotri.
Reveal the curtain. Open the curtain.
Anthony DeTotri go crazy.
Anthony DeTotri.
Did
Did I? Before you open the curtain, have
Yeah.
I ever told you that?
Sean DeTotri goes crazy,
Well,
too.
have I ever told you that my biological father wanted to name me DeEric Deshawn?
Eric Deshawn?
Yeah. Which would have been really unfortunate once my last name eventually became DePaz, because I would have been DeEric Deshawn DePaz. And I don't know how you
That
could take
kinda goes
anybody-
crazy.
I don't know how you could take a soul seriously if that was their name.
Sean De...
No, DeEric Deshawn DePaz. You're gonna look me in the face and tell me you're
Why?
gonna take
Why?
me
Was there a
seriously?
reason that he wanted the D before it? Did he have a stutter?
No,
No?
I was named after my uncle, his brother, who was Eric Shawn. I guess he wanted to make it a little.
Like it'd be
Unique.
D apostrophe?
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
Or DA, DASHA.
You can't be named Deshaun and not do something cool.
Yeah, I'm moving on.
Huh?
Well, let's move off that because yeah,
Reveal the curtain, buddy.
Oh, we got a super sticker.
fuck off.
From I hate you.
Baby Lemon looking up to our lemon character, our lemon character. Wow.
That's the best part of it.
Yeah, standing in a superhero position. Thank you, Shane. Appreciate that. I just wanted to send $2 to myself for resort fees because we're back at the Excalibur.
So really, you just made the resort fees even more expensive.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I don't see any of that. No, but we were just originally just gonna stay in an Airbnb, come keep it mellow. And then
The boys decided we need to eat.
yeah, so we were
Dogs need to eat.
So what did we decide to eat at?
It's much harder to lose money on, well, if you're Shane, it's much harder to lose money on the electric ponies. If you're me, it's much harder to make money on the electric ponies if you're not staying on the strip. So
Be careful. Be careful when you.
I'm just saying, that's like the
No,
one
no,
thing.
no,
You
I'm
gotta
not
talk to
offended.
Vegas nice.
I'm not
I
offended.
know. I am
Just
playing
be
with fire.
careful.
I'm playing with fire for sure.
Be careful.
Is it the fire coming out of the?
The dragon that's no longer.
No, I was
No,
thinking the flaming
I'm on
praying
the death.
mantis.
We will be going back to Fremont Street. We will try to film a shit show if we have time.
Yes.
I feel like we have to, regardless.
We will have time.
We do think I do think we forget how much free time we had last year because of the fact that ASU only played one basketball game.
But that's not going to be the case this time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's my point. Hopefully,
Right.
we don't have as much free time as we did last year.
Round 1, Arizona State, Oregon State. It is one of the few Pac-12 teams.
I just got.
No.
I'm scared.
What are you scared of,
Yeah,
buddy?
I'm scared too.
Or I
What?
mean,
You're not scared of Oregon State. Come on now.
neither was anybody when Oregon State won the Pac-12 tournament 3 years ago.
But that was 3 years ago.
I'm just saying,
Look, if you lose to Oregon State, then you deserve to go home.
you deserve to go home so you can host a game in the NIT.
Oregon State,
Why do you want to host a game in the NIT so
he's
bad?
on, dude.
Because
Don't-
if we're not
don't
making the
humor
tournament,
this.
hosting an NIT
Don't
game would be
entertain
fun.
this. Don't
You still
entertain
get a parade. There's still a banner that gets rose.
No, there's not.
Fuck your
You get
parade.
you get a banner.
No, you
The
don't.
NIT
For an
is a
NIT championship, yes, you
participation
do.
trophy, bro. It's literally a participation trophy.
You get a banner for
You
NIT.
do not.
If you win the NIT, you 100% would put up a banner.
No, you.
No, you wouldn't. Would you?
Why would you?
That says a lot about you. If you
yeah,
would
that
hang
does.
an NIT
That does
banner,
say a lot
dude.
about you.
I don't know. For a program that's never won an NCAA tournament, the standards are a little different here.
No.
No, it's not. The standards are the same. You want to win.
What does that
standards are
say
the
about
standards.
you?
Yeah. Look, back to the matchup. Okay, we're talking NIT championship.
Oregon State's hot right
we got
now.
an entire Pac-12
They have
championship. to
DJ
talk about.
Uyunglele.
Oregon State's hot. They've
Stop it.
they've won one of their last 5, and that was their most. They've won one of their last 1 against Cal.
They're hot. They won one of
They
their
beat
last.
Cal.
So
is
they beat the only
everybody
team
else.
worse than them.
So is everybody else.
To be fair, you know who they beat?
Oregon State.
USC.
That's yeah.
That is
but-
impressive.
yeah. When
Welcome
did
to
they
the
do
pack.
that?
Whatever this was, 6, 7 games.
You know
6
who
games
ASU
ago.
beat?
6 games ago. Arizona
Yeah.
Look,
and Oregon State twice.
Oregon State is one of the few teams that Arizona State has beaten twice this season. You look at these two matchups. ASU won the first meeting 74-69. Sun Devils shot 49% from the field, 44% from behind the arc. We're not accustomed to seeing ASU shoot that well. And in reality, when it came to the second meeting, they didn't shoot that well, yet they still won. They beat Oregon State 68-57 in that second matchup, shooting 46% from the field, 38% from behind the arc. Shane, I know you had talked about, I want to say it was on Saturday after the whole Pac-12 tournament was set, talking about Rataj and just what he is capable of as a part of the Oregon State Beavers. He was big in that game one. I want to say he was their leading scorer, played about 32 minutes in that first meeting against the Sun Devils. But you look at that second matchup, and he went missing. And part of that is because he only played 17 minutes. He had 4 fouls pretty early on in the game. What would you say is the key to this matchup for ASU?
Smother, up and down the court. This team is so good when they're scrambling. If you do something that you haven't really done yes, they press at the end of the game, but I'm talking picking up 95 feet the second the game starts. You are so much deeper than this team.
Yeah.
They run a 9-man rotation, but their 9-man rotation is weak. Last time they played ASU, no one off their bench scored more than 5 points. Only one person made 2+ field goals from their bench. Like, they can't run with you. They can't do it. So yeah, go deep, run deep. Should get Austin some minutes. Like,
yeah. I mean, this is the youngest team in the conference, which means, in its very nature, a lot of them have not been to the Pac-12 tournament before. I had brought it up a couple of weeks ago, so I don't know exactly where the numbers fall out, but it was about, freshmen were playing 42% of Oregon State's minutes, and 25% of all freshman minutes played in the Pac were coming from Oregon State. They're a super young team, and they rely on that youth a lot, which can benefit you in a lot of ways. But when you get into postseason play, that's a whole new environment. They have not played in an arena like T-Mobile that big, that kind of atmosphere. So getting to your point about, making them scramble, making them uncomfortable, you can make them uncomfortable in an already uncomfortable environment and take advantage of their youth. Then I think you have a good chance of winning that game, not even based on how good ASU is playing, but how poorly you may be able to force Oregon State to play. So that is huge. I think you come out fast and you apply pressure on them. I wish, and we've talked about it before, I wish they would press more often, especially with how deep the rotation can be. But yeah, if you can just make Oregon State uncomfortable and make them play as young as they are, then ASU wins the game.
Yeah, I think I know the shooting numbers are what they are in those first 2 meetings for Arizona State, but I think anytime you play a young team, specifically when you get to the tournament play, it's going to be that ASU defense that probably causes problems, right? Because yes, you can look at the numbers, but when you get to a neutral site, when you get to postseason play, nerves are a thing. Mm-hmm. And you talk 100%. About those young players, they haven't been in this situation before. Add on one of the best defenses in the Pac-12, it could be a really ugly start for Oregon State. Yeah. Now, the flip side of that coin is you've got a young team, right? They don't know the pressure. They don't know the magnitude almost of a Pac-12 tournament first-round game.
And there really is no pressure on them. Like
that's what I'm saying, right? So the other
ASU
side of that
has all the pressure in a lot of ways.
The other side of that is Oregon State could come out hot.
Yeah, 100%.
Right. They could come out a young team with nothing to lose,
and they did. In Corvallis. Like that game was scary. ASU was trailing most of that game.
Yeah,
I'm trying to rely a lot on just the fact of what we have seen. I mean, we've seen them twice in Las Vegas over the last year, and both of them were spectacular performances from ASU, minus the 5 minutes of the first performance. But they've played really well in that arena the 2 times that they played here in the last 2 years.
This team specifically.
So hopefully they can. Hopefully that's actually like a thing. Like they do actually play better in Vegas for whatever reason, and they can continue.
Just neutral sites, maybe.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you look at when ASU beat Oregon State the first 2 times. I was talking with Shane before the show, just looking at the scoring numbers a little bit. Dez led ASU in scoring both games. He scored 21 points in the first one, 18 points in the second. And then Frankie and Dev were also both in double figures, which isn't something we see a lot of just because we don't see Frankie Collins scoring a lot. So it's interesting that he had 2 of his best scoring performances against Oregon State. But DJ Horne didn't hit double digits in either one of those games. I think if DJ struggles again, I think you could see a closer matchup like you did in the first meeting than you did the second meeting. But if DJ shows any signs of what he did in the Pac-12 tournament last year, then I think ASU can probably blow this team out by 20.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is that this Oregon State team is not as good of a team as Stanford was last year.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, ASU is the 6th seed. Like they played their way into playing a lesser opponent.
This team's weird.
Oregon State?
Yeah, so I'm looking at both the matchups. I was comparing turnover numbers. In the first matchup, ASU turned them over 16 times. In the second matchup, ASU turned them over 16 times. In the first matchup, Oregon State fouled 21 times. In the second matchup, 21 personal fouls as well. The exact same thing. The script has been written. We're going to see it again. Turn this team over and control the rock in the respective games. 12 and 13 turnovers for ASU. Try to keep that around 10, and you should be fine.
You just have to play the basketball you've been playing all year. You're a terrific defensive team. You've been forcing turnovers. Just do that again. You're going to beat this Oregon State team.
I know we want to see ASU play their best style of basketball, which we've seen at times, but it's not going to take your best basketball to beat a team like Oregon State, which I think is nice. And for me, I have been a big proponent in I enjoy the fact that ASU doesn't have a bye. Mm-hmm. I know it would be nice to not have to play that first day and automatically move on to the second round of the tournament.
That's one less day of being at the Excalibur.
Yeah. But for this team specifically, we've seen how they play just with days off, right? Yeah. You look at that Christmas break, it did not benefit them at all when they played U of A. And I get it. It's a different team. It's a different environment. But when it comes to postseason play for this team, for Bobby Hurley teams, like they are so momentum driven that this team, even though it's a lesser opponent in Oregon State, you need to go out there. You need to just get your feet wet almost, right? It's a tournament. It's postseason play. It's win or go home. And for ASU, for Bobby Hurley, they know the pressure. I think it goes a long way for them to play night one and get it out of the way.
Yeah, I definitely would not feel that good if this team was sitting in Vegas for next. I guess I don't know if the first round top bye teams are showing up a day or like the same time as everyone else, if they're showing up a day later. But
if you want to talk about that, then playing at 8:30, then they're getting to Vegas in the morning and just watching and waiting. And
but hopefully they're there watching a lot of basketball. At least they'll be.
I'm not worried about this team just because there's not, in my mind, there's not a lot of super young players on this team. There's a lot of experienced guys on this team.
My thing is, and obviously, it's our job to talk about these games, but the reality is we've been around ASU basketball a lot, and so we might be a little traumatized. But if we were just sitting here as fans, there is no reason to think that ASU shouldn't dominate Oregon State. We shouldn't be that worried about the game. It shouldn't be a problem. If it is, it's a bigger issue. But I was going to ask, do you because this team doesn't blow anybody out. I mean, I don't expect ASU to blow out Oregon State. Do you think there's any value in them playing a close game against this team? Because obviously, we talk about the
for them.
Just, in general, because we talk about the eye test and all that, and obviously playing close against Oregon State it doesn't do anything to help your tournament chances.
Yeah.
But do you think there's value in them kind of getting a wake up call round one of the tournament?
No. I think a close game hurts you.
A wake up call is they've slept through their alarm. At this point,
fair enough. That's very fair.
They don't need a wake up call. They just got to go.
Your loss to USC was your wake up call down the stretch, right? Because that was a team that you saw pretty late in that game. ASU played well. They had a lot of transition offense. They played their best brand of basketball in the last 5 minutes of that game, right?
Yeah.
So losing that game, dropping now from Lenardi hasn't updated his bracket that I've seen. But
I have tweet notifications on.
Going from the very last team out of the tournament, right, to you're now still in the conversation for a first four out. You understand that a loss, a close win, doesn't help you.
Yeah.
Right. And you at this point, ASU can't rely on other teams.
If it fuels you to a win over.
But I don't think that's not how I feel like this team works. This team is fair. So they are literally a light switch. You turn them on and you turn them off. Yeah. If they're on, they're great. If they're off, fucking close your eyes because it's not something you want.
It's pitch black.
They're like an automated lawn or automated sprinkler system. They turn themselves on and off.
Yeah,
they'll just be like, whatever. Joe in the chat. I don't know why you're saying this, but this is. I'm going to be thinking about this all night. Mizzou is at plus 2,500 to win the SEC tournament, even being a 4 seed with a double bye. Alabama's vulnerable right now, man.
Yeah,
if they can't hit their if they're cold from the field, they're not very good. That's a good sprinkle in the DraftKings Sportsbook app. I like that.
I like the Devils plus 1,500 to win a Pat. Anybody can win. Anyone can win a tournament, and we said it before. This team can be a good tournament team.
At least they can be. It's just a matter of them getting out of their own way.
Yeah,
we'll 100%. See if they do it. Look, guys, win or loss, we're going to be drinking some Four Peaks. Okay.
It's not illegal to take it across state lines, is it?
No.
Cool. It's not. Lovely.
I was joking. So. It's fucking, it's the 1920s. When was Prohibition?
That was 1920s, right? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Guys.
Was that the one where...
Stop it.
I was going to make a really silly joke, but I'm not going to.
I can't, dude. Grab your ticks for Four Peaks. Amazing spring beer dinner at fourpeaks.com/events. You guys do got to be 21 years or older to enjoy responsibly. But Four Peaks, we've been talking about it for months now. The best beer around. Wow, wheat, #1 seed, first round bye in the Pac-12 tournament.
Yeah.
Easy.
I would a tournament full of Pac-12. That would be an impossible tournament to bet on. Because I mean, any given day, a 12 seed, Four Peaks 12th best beer can
They're
upset.
all plus 100.
Yeah. Everyone's even money.
It's a pick 'em.
It's kind of like how I was gonna make a comparison, but it didn't really work. So ignore me.
Okay.
I was not gonna compare them to the Big Ten, but I was gonna talk about how even like the worst teams in good conferences can beat the best teams in bad conferences. That's essentially where I was going with it.
Four Peaks. Get it in your mouth.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
So
okay.
we're, if you don't know this, we're leaving for Vegas at 1 today, and we're driving up. And you remember? Oh, you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I remember this specifically. We went to Circle K.
We went to Special K.
Special K. You can get Special K at Circle K. I'm
You
sure.
could get Special K. Well,
Those bars go crazy. Special K bars.
dude, remember all the cereal bars?
Yes.
What?
I think
Like
that
the
is
Cinnamon Toast Crunch ones?
Yeah.
what's it called?
Gas. They still have them at Circle K. You can get them at Circle K.
Not the bars.
Yeah, you can.
The cereal bars? I haven't seen those. In a
Yeah,
minute.
I promise you. I promise you can.
What?
I love those things with like the kind of milk bottom type thing.
Yeah.
Gas. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Gas.
They're there?
Lucky Charm. I promise you.
Okay, let's get them on
that's
our
what I
way
was
up.
gonna say because we obviously have to stop and gas up and more importantly snack up, bevy up for the trip. We're going
Don't
on
say
a little,
bevy with Michaela in
Yeah,
the car.
true. She's gonna get too excited. But we're driving up, just the gang, the three of us and Michaela, all getting in the car. And obviously we're starting at Four Peaks. We got to grab some snacks. And we have a snack cart here, but we got to go to we got to get gas. Unfortunately, this snack cart doesn't provide us gas.
Check it.
So we actually do still have to go to Circle K, and you should too. What do we got here? See, I didn't realize this yesterday. We have kettle cooked
candy.
We have kettle cooked salt and vinegar, and I didn't realize that because kettle cook is amazing, and salt and vinegar are the best flavor of chip.
Yep.
Can we agree?
Yeah.
Since they're not,
Salt and vinegar is a top tier chip.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself some gummy bears on Saturday. Gummy bears, one of the best things ever invented.
The jalapeno chips that we have too.
David was talking about those. I haven't had any yet. I was so last night. You never have like something where you're like disappointed, and then you realize, oh, it's actually not a bad situation at all. I was just, yeah. Last night I grabbed some peach rings to take home. As we finished the Coyote show, and I got home, I pull them out of my pocket. They weren't peach rings. I grabbed gummy worms. And at first split second, I was like,
too, though.
I was like sad. I was like, damn, I didn't get my peach rings. But then I was like, oh, yeah, I got gummy worms. I'm chilling. But when we go, I'll be able to get both. I'll fuel up. And if you want to fuel up, well, do we have the competition for you? We're super excited to partner with our friends at Circle K. And to kick off the partnership, we've teamed up for an amazing giveaway opportunity. And you could text PHNX to 31310 for an opportunity to win a $500 gas card. You can see the show notes for details. I want it. I've been told I'm not allowed to win because I work at this company, which is stupid. No, not screw. It is stupid. But you can win, and then if you're kind, you want to share some of that gas money with me, I wouldn't complain about it. So check them out. Text PHNX to 31310 and check out Four Peaks. They're going to be fueling our trip up to Vegas. I can't wait. I love Circle K.
You know how like you guys save my sentences? I start them without knowing where they're going.
Yeah,
that's his ad reads.
100%.
Yeah, no, Shawn has the longest ad reads, and that's okay.
Yeah,
I love them.
Better long than too short.
Joe in the chat saying y'all need kids. No, I don't.
Pause.
You need kids?
Yeah.
Where did
He said y'all need kids? They promote cereal bars all the time on
Listen,
TV
I
now.
am a giant child.
Giant Child.
Stop it.
That's a good band name.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I'm going to see
Who's gonna
Giant
have the
Child in the
weirdest
Missoni
kid?
room
Who's gonna
tonight.
have the strangest kid at
Missoni room?
PHNX?
I'm going to the Missoni room at the Bebelos.
Who's gonna have the strangest child at PHNX?
Jacob.
No, Hadley's
think
gonna be
Jacob?
Hadley's gonna be a great child.
Yeah, because it's my child.
I'm out of the competition.
Who's gonna have the strangest?
Yeah.
Probably you.
Me?
No, Totri.
No, I don't think I'm gonna wear a kid.
Toshi's,
No, your
Toshi's
child's
gonna be
gonna be
really
buttoned
put
up.
together. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesse.
I mean, I feel like my kid will be considered weird.
By
But-
like the public?
Yeah, but
I
we
feel
will
like
think we're the
Jesse's
coolest.
gonna have Gumby, but in child form.
Jesse's kid is going to win the Scripps National Spelling Bee.
No, Jesse's kid's gonna win Baby of the Year.
Jesse's kid
Tim
is
Robinson.
gonna be
a Gerber baby.
Yeah.
What's that show where the Big Bang Theory? What's the super
He's gonna be
smart
young
guy?
Sheldon.
Yeah, he's gonna be Sheldon. That's gonna be Jesse's kid. Right? Wrong? In between?
I don't know. I don't watch that.
I don't watch it either, but he's just
Jimmy.
smart.
You can call him Jimmy Neutron.
Well, Jimmy Neutron doesn't even like. Yeah, he's a genius. Whatever.
I bet Jimmy Neutron was smoking the Zaza.
Brain blast.
Yeah, exactly.
Got a blast.
Oh shit. Okay.
Timmy Turner.
Neutron.
Yeah, well, they had Timmy Neutron.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
I know.
It
whatever.
wasn't Timmy Neutron.
Okay, whatever. Timmy Turner was definitely on the Zaza.
Jimmy Turner.
He's spoken on that.
He's spoken on that WandaVision.
Professor Crocker. There is. That's a. Guys, who's gonna be the X factor for Arizona State? Do you think? And if you say Des Cambridge, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna slap.
Dude, but he's the leading.
Give me a different one.
Austin Nunez. He hasn't played in a minute.
So you think Nunez?
People forget.
Could be.
He should be.
Yeah, but he hasn't. In all honesty, he hasn't done a whole lot scoring wise this season.
Yeah, but he's good on neutral sites.
He is.
He is, and he's playing another really young team. So if there was a time for a freshman to shine.
So are you both going Nunez?
No, that was not going to be my gut reaction. I was trying to pull up the box score from the last one to see if it went the way I remember. But I mean, it's kind of the same thing every time. If Warren can have a game, then he's like, if Warren goes crazy, then he is the X factor. Because I have to imagine teams are not really planning. They're not prepping for Warren Washington to be the focal point of any offense. So if you can make that happen, they're going to be a very tough team to beat. So he's always the obvious answer. But I mean, shit, they all can be X factors in different ways. Part of me wants to say DJ again, based on last year's Pac-12 tournament. If DJ scoring 25 points, ASU's beating Oregon State. I'm not worried about it. But Warren Washington, I think, is my thing. If you have a guy that's 7 feet tall, if he is, if he could just keep building up that confidence, because we keep seeing it. Ever since he made that comment to you, Shane, you've seen it a lot more, where he gets in moments where if he was playing with more confidence, he's taking shots that he's passing up on. So if he can get in his bag in Vegas and not pass up on those shots and then make them, he will unlock this team.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
I want you to go to your search bar.
In Google?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want you to just type in Devin Cambridge without hitting enter and just see what it says. I just want to see if it says the same thing.
Basketeer? It does say Devin Cambridge. Basketeer. What the shit is a basketeer?
I don't have that.
You don't have it?
Oh.
What does it say? Anything?
Devin Cambridge ASU, Devin Cambridge
No,
stats,
it says
age.
basketeer.
It says basketeer on mine as well.
Devin Cambridge basketeer.
Wait, you said without hitting search.
Yeah. Well, yeah, even when I don't hit it, Devin Cambridge pops up and then it says basketeer. I think Devin Cambridge is the X factor for me. You look at the way that he is performed.
Dude. That is his name
shows
now.
that for me too.
That is his name now.
But so basketeer is a word.
Yeah.
It's someone who makes baskets. Like that
basket maker. Well, that's.
I mean, he does.
If we're being honest, that's Dez.
Dez is the basketeer, or they could be the
basketeers.
them and Warren are the three basketeers.
Yeah, why is Desmond Cambridge a basketball player?
But Devin's a basketeer.
We gotta ask him about this.
Dez plays basketball. Devin makes baskets.
We're gonna find them in Vegas. If you guys have been following the show for a while, we ran into Jalen Graham. Have fun in the tournament, Jalen.
Jay Heath.
I have fun. Is he playing? Yeah, he is.
He is. Well, it doesn't matter though, because I mean, let's be honest. It's
but we're gonna find the Cambridge brothers,
sucks.
and I'm gonna ask them. Do you consider yourself a basketeer?
Dude, I would lose my mind if we walk in Excalibur and they're sitting at a blackjack table.
Well,
they're old.
how old's the basketeer?
They're both old.
They're brothers.
But they're not twins.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. They're like a year apart.
They're brothers.
They're brothers. They're around the same age.
I have a sister and she can't drink.
Ernesto
Can't she?
in the chat. I'll say Warren Washington will be an X factor. Joe saying Sweet Lou. I'm going Dev. You look at the way he played in the first two games against Oregon State. Some of his best scoring performances, he's averaging 13.5 points against the Beavers, 7 boards, 1 assist. This is a guy that shot 66% versus Oregon State this season. He hasn't always been a lights out shooter, but when you talk about the Energizer Bunny for this team, a guy that can really get the team up when they need a bucket or just really anything defensively, just energy. That's what you need when it comes to tournament time. That's what you need when it comes to postseason play. I think you get a Devin Cambridge dunk, finally. I feel like we've been waiting weeks for it now. I think he's the guy that sets Arizona State up to probably, I will say, a 15-point win over Oregon State.
You know how sick I'm going to be when Dev catches an absolute body and we can't really even celebrate it because we're on press row.
Yeah.
There's a point that I just thought of that I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
So another thing that I think is an advantage to ASU, especially in this first game, is, it's a problem that a lot of shooters have when they play in Syracuse or they play in big stadiums in general. Is the adjustment to the depth perception you have when you're trying to shoot. ASU already a really bad 3-point shooting team, so
maybe it helps.
It can't hurt too much. And this team has already found ways to win without shooting well from behind the arc. So Oregon State's not a good 3-point shooting team either. They're, I think, 32%, and ASU's like 31 and some change. But just saying, a team that has figured out ways to win without being able to shoot from three, or not without shooting from three, while shooting from three and not making them, that maybe that could be a little bit of an advantage for ASU, specifically in the first game when neither team has really had an opportunity to make that full adjustment to the environment.
Look, I mean, if you're ASU, you just gotta start out doing what we've been saying all year, and that's just run the offense through Warren, man. Like, especially the games Frankie has been having. Frankie played pretty well against USC, as much as anybody could have played well in that game. But like, run that offense through Warren, because you'll get your most open looks like that. Oregon pretty undersized, or Oregon State pretty undersized as well. Like, got to get that done. Yeah, just get him the ball. Shawn, when are you going to eat that cheese Danish, man?
Well, I was going to eat it, but then we had Spaghetti Shack come through, so
I've been there all day.
Was waiting.
No, he's been carrying it from place to place where he sat down. He carried it to his office, from Press Coffee to his office, to my office, to here.
To the desk to here, yeah.
You just like...
to the desk.
Well, I need to warm it up if I'm going to eat it. And then
why did you even bring it here?
Because I thought I was going to.
And you were going to heat it up in the middle of the show?
You were going to bring it here and then go heat it up?
Well, it was over there, and I didn't go back to my desk since it was at the desk, so I just brought it over here. I didn't want to clutter Leah's workspace.
Okay, man.
I'm a considerate man.
It's the second time that
he left his coffee over here, by the way.
Danishes.
I did throw it out on his behalf.
That was so unnecessary.
Yeah, that was unnecessary, Leo.
JJ in the chat.
Shawn's been talking mad shit to me the last week. So.
You have? Oh yeah, because that's on you. You didn't say hi to him.
Yeah, no,
that is 100% on you. That's not.
I'm talking shit. She walks in, looks me dead in the eyes, and keeps walking without saying hi.
That's crazy.
And I'm in the wrong for getting upset.
Look how fired up he gets.
And look at her smug ass grin back there.
Has she defended herself for that? Yet?
No, she just.
What defense could you possibly have?
She doesn't. She's just not as kind of a person as I am. I don't know what to say. She doesn't care about her coworkers like I do.
Any response?
No.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
She's heartless and she knows it.
Oh my god.
That kind of sounds like the intro to a Kanye song.
I mean, he does have a song, Heartless.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
In the night. That's what, dude. Genuinely,
that's a great song.
Genuinely,
banger. It's such a banger.
Kanye's best album. There, I'll say that.
Ooh,
okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
808s. It's
really,
I lose so many hats I love. Let's break it down real fast. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, obviously the Bad Birdie hat, tragic.
What? How did it?
Tragic. Okay, I left
He's talking about hats he's lost.
An 808s and Heartbreaks hat that was just the hands and the hearts.
Yeah,
snap. It was just black with that. So fire. I had a Budweiser NASCAR racing hat when I was at Mission Beach in like my sophomore year of college. My buddy was driving his convertible. I was like, shit, can we go back? Because we were like bumper to bumper traffic. He's like, no. I'm like, fuck you. It's gone.
I mean, that's
ran
on
over.
you, to be honest.
I know it is. It totally is.
You just lose hats a lot.
I go through so many hats. I've probably had 100 plus hats.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is his best album, by the way. I know that's not a hot take, but
lost this exact same Amazon Essentials hat on Splash Mountain.
Again, you keep wearing hats in environments that are known for losing hats.
Hey, I know.
Okay.
I'm an idiot. Trust me, I know.
He's fine with it. He knows. Shane also knows that Burrito Express, guys, is the best burrito spot.
Dude, total yum yum
in the valley.
In my tum-tum.
Total yum yum in his tum-tum.
Real.
Also, it's been fueling ASU softball as of late, if you didn't know.
Jazz Hill.
Everyone's dogs.
Yeah.
Jazz Hill hitting dingers.
Burrito Express tweeted out that after or before Van Hook hit her 13th, she had Burrito Express. So,
Jordan Van Hook is ridiculous.
Jordan Van Hook
is 8 home runs away from ASU single season record, and we have not even started conference play. Pardon?
She's the AJ McCarron of softball.
No.
And I don't mean NFL AJ McCarron. I mean XFL AJ McCarron.
You need to stop.
Burrito Express not only has Jazz Hill signed as an NIL athlete, but also Elijah Badger. So we can expect the same type of production from Elijah and more come football season with Burrito Express. They will receive support in cash, clothes, and of course, burritos. Make sure to go get your Burrito Express in the Valley, multiple locations around, and just you can customize them. They're just so good. Nom 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 nom. Delicioso. Burrito Express.
Get it in you.
Get it in you.
Get it in your mouth.
True.
Dude, you can't say that twice.
Why not?
Because you
We just have a lot of things.
I would go so far as to say that it's better to put it in your mouth than anywhere else.
I know, but he's emphasizing mouth. Like, obviously, we're putting it in our mouth.
You didn't even know.
More furniture.
I do feel like you do.
More furniture now.
Put it in your cup holders.
What?
Yeah, you talked about this.
What?
We've talked about this.
Oh, cup. Yeah, okay. I thought you were talking about more furniture, and I'm like, what are you talking about putting in your cup holders?
No, we're talking about putting the burritos in the cup holders.
Or you
never
put it
done
in the
that?
cup holder of your more furniture recliner.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, dude. What are you
Put
talking
it in the cup holder of your more furniture recliner.
Guys, if you didn't know, More Furniture, the best furniture, the most affordable furniture, and the comfiest furniture in the Valley. You guys can save big on the best furniture in the Valley when you head over to morefurniture.com, morefurniture.com. I know Shawn, when he moved into his apartment, which it's not new anymore, but I know you and Baby, the cat, love More Furniture. That's the baby, the human that you have?
I showed Shawn posted a ridiculously cute video of his cat on Snapchat, and I showed my mom, and she enjoyed it very much.
Oh,
I also showed my cats, and they didn't understand what I was showing them.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
My cat. Oh, go ahead.
My cat loves when I play NHL, so sometimes they react to screens. Your cat also, I assume, loves that.
I got a DM from somebody on Snapchat being like, "I didn't know you were a cat guy." And is that how you read me? Do I give off cat or dog vibe?
You don't give off any animal
Now
vibes.
that you have a cat, I'm like, yeah, Shawn's totally a cat
Shawn
guy.
does not give off animal vibes.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
I feel you, Totri.
Guys, morefurniture.com. Go get it.
You want to hear something really funny?
Like haha funny?
Yeah, retired quarterback Phillip Rivers expressed desire to return to the NFL. Has already contacted the 49ers and Dolphins about coming out of retirement.
What?
Yeah.
How does he have time with all those kids?
That's probably why he wants to do it. Get away from all them damn kids.
How old is he? 40?
He is old. He is old.
Also, Raiders officially placed the franchise tag on Josh Jacobs.
I thought you were going to say Derek Carr.
No. That would be a little too late.
Unlucky. Guys, let's take a look at the rest of the round one slate for the Pac-12 tournament.
41 years old, by the way.
Phillip Rivers?
Yeah.
41?
It was so sad. Like, isn't the Colts was depressing. Stay retired.
The Chargers do this lovely thing where they just let their greatest of all time go. So it is what it is.
They let him go at the right time, though. He was dog shit in Indianapolis.
But like I hate seeing players that have played in one place their whole career just go play a lousy season for a team. Like LaDainian Tomlinson did the same thing for the Jets for like 2 years. It's like disgusting. Yes, the rest of the Pac-12 tournament, round one, number 9 Colorado versus number 8 Washington. Do you guys have a pick in that game? Do you think?
I think Colorado wins that game.
So do I. It should be a banger, though. I mean, it's an 8-9 game, so duh. But I'm leaning towards Colorado. I just don't trust Washington. I just don't.
Colorado is a team that had some interesting wins early on in the season. And by interesting, they were good wins. They had 100%. A win over Tennessee pretty early on in the season. They've just been super inconsistent. They play up and down to their competition as good as anybody else in the Pac-12. I'm with you guys, though. I think Colorado probably beats Washington.
I forgot that this Colorado team beat Oregon 68-41 earlier in the season.
Yeah.
The Pac-12 sucks, man. What are we doing?
It's odd.
And then they went on to lose to Oregon State.
Yeah, it's Pac-12, man. Number 5, Washington State versus number 12, Cal. Is there any chance in hell?
No, dude, Wazoo is going to beat Oregon.
I believe in Wazoo.
We're bypassing the Cal game. They
yeah,
dude.
Well, it's just because it's Wazoo. It's not because it's Cal. Like I'm such a believer in this team right now. They've
played well.
They've been playing really well. They have an NBA player on their team, as I've been saying this entire year, and TJ Baum is a stud. Like I think that they have enough to get past Oregon, and I wouldn't be surprised if they beat UCLA.
Dude,
really?
They've been playing such great basketball. Oh my God.
Washington State?
Yeah.
And plus, you know
what
what
their last couple
what
games look like?
Last game was a 93-84 win over Washington at Washington, a 63-57 win at Cal, 67-63 win at Stanford, 68-65 home against Oregon, 80-62 home.
These are all
against
wins?
Oregon State, yep.
Wow.
56-51 home against Washington. Then they lost to UCLA, USC, and then they beat ASU before that, lost to Arizona, Colorado, Utah, all losses. And then they beat Arizona earlier in the year at Arizona 74-61.
They're a good team.
It's a really, really good team.
There's your dark horse for the Pac-12.
Insane.
Yeah. Wonder what their odds
but
are.
not only that, also off the heels of their first Pac-12 championship in any sport since 2002.
They're women. Yep. They just won
their women team beat Utah. They beat UCLA.
It was a hell of a women's tournament.
Yeah, it was. They beat Utah, and then they beat they beat UCLA. In the
who
championship.
ASU almost beat in the first round. I'm not saying
overtime.
ASU would have made it to the championship if they had.
But you never know. That's tournament.
That's tournament play. It was a hell of a tournament. I hope we get half the tournament we get for the men. My computer's dead, so nice. I hope you don't want me to read any more ads.
Game 3, number 10 Stanford versus number 7 Utah. I think this has potential to be the best game in round 1. We've been talking all year long about Stanford, the potential at the start of the season. We saw what their best basketball looks like. Just turn on the tape of that Arizona game. And then you've got a team in Utah that pretty similar to Arizona State in my mind for the majority of the season. They've been hot. They've been cold. But I think at number 7, I think a lot of people are going to be bypassing Utah.
KJ Simpson's out for the tournament? Wow.
Wait, but then he said illness.
Would an illness keep you out of the
Maybe he got COVID.
Maybe.
Yeah, that would do it.
That would be big.
JJ,
Stanford, Utah.
But yeah, this seems like a personal attack because I hate Stanford and I hate the state of Utah.
Which one do you hate more?
In the context of the Pac-12 tournament, it's Stanford.
Yeah.
And I hate the Stanford tree more than
I hope Stanford loses on a buzzer beater.
I would sacrifice my own life if it meant the Stanford tree ceased to exist.
Stop it.
I hate it. It would be a worthwhile sacrifice.
Would it?
Yes.
Okay.
The world might
so you
not
have
know,
Utah winning this game.
The world might not know what I did for it, but I did do something.
You
for
have
it.
Utah winning this game.
No, I have Stanford winning. I just don't want them to win. But I wish I could look up the reason.
I have Utah running away with this game.
Really?
Yeah, they're good. They're a good team.
Stanford is just.
It's a Utah team that beat. I feel like there's a lot of teams that have beaten Arizona.
It's just you look at what Stanford did do in the tournament last year. They had to come back from a sizable deficit. They have a lot of returning pieces from that tournament team last year,
but they haven't been good. They've had those pieces all year.
Yeah, I know, but it's again tournament plays different, and they got there last year had a sizable deficit against ASU, fought their way back, and then
they played really well against Arizona too.
They did. It's a Stanford team that I'm just not going to count them out at any point. They're super unpredictable, and you know that they can play good basketball. They're a poor man's ASU to me. You know that they can play good basketball. I don't know that their ceiling, their ceiling's not as high as ASU's ceiling, and I would say that their floor is much lower than ASU's floor. But in the sense that they seem like they never play to their potential. But when they do, they're a very dangerous team. I'm not going to be surprised if Utah wins, but I do think I like Stanford here as a little bit of an upset in the first round.
Okay, and then we've talked about it the whole show. Need your predictions. Arizona State, the 6th seed, versus 11 seed Oregon State.
Oregon State 83, ASU 17.
Stop it.
I think it's going to be closer than it should be. I'll go 74-69 ASU.
74-69 ASU?
Yeah. Wasn't the score?
74-69 was the exact score of the first meeting.
Yeah. Holy shit. Well, I'm onto something, I guess.
Does Des drop 21 points in that game too?
Yeah.
I say it's close till last 3 minutes. ASU pulls away, wins by 12.
Okay. So like the first UCLA game.
77-65.
Okay.
No,
I think
that's too many points. 67-55.
I think ASU runs away with this one. I think
God, wouldn't that just be awesome?
I think both teams start off slow. But I think Arizona State pulls out in the second half. I think they probably win 65. I'll say 65. I'll say 65-47.
I just can't get over the fact that we have not we've never enjoyed Las Vegas. Obviously we had fun last year, but we showed up. Well, no, but what I'm saying is we showed up last year and then they got bounced off.
We've covered the tournament together one time.
No, I know, but
we've
I'm saying
never
we didn't get.
We never enjoyed Vegas.
It seems like we've been doing this together for a minute now, which I guess we have. It's been well over a year at this point.
Yeah, we're 300, 400 episodes.
It's just crazy that we went last year, but we didn't really go. We haven't gotten to see them win a tournament game yet. We haven't gotten to see them win any sort of postseason basketball, and it seems like it's on the table.
It is certainly on the table.
They very much should win.
It's certainly on the table.
And I don't obviously after that, who knows what'll happen? But we might get to watch, get to cover. We might get to do more than one show from T-Mobile Arena this year.
That excites you, huh?
It does.
That's good, guys. If you want to go to any of these Pac-12 games, why don't you check out Game Time for some tickets?
And If you're going, we're already meeting up with a couple people there.
Pull through.
Join us.
My DMs are open.
Guys,
Find me at the Electric Ponies in Cosmo.
save up to 60% on tickets when you buy tickets last minute, and we're hitting last minute territory for that Pac-12 tournament. The best way to support us is by buying your tickets through the link in the description. I'm sure you can get some cheap tickets to some of these games. I don't know about you guys. Sure. I'm super excited to see which ASU player they have this year.
Yes,
because if it's Marcus Bagley,
it's got to be DJ, right?
It might be Bagley.
No, I don't. Because the difference between last year and this year is like Bagley was still on the team
but
last year.
He did not play.
No, I know, but he was hurt. You cannot have somebody who's currently not a part of the roster anymore.
He is.
Technically still?
Yeah.
I don't, but it's different. There's no way they put Bagley on it.
Yeah.
There's no way.
They definitely heard about it last year from somebody.
They had to have. There's no way they put Bagley.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about,
coaches on there.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, outside of T-Mobile Arena, there's a massive banner that goes across the front of the stadium. Arena. And they have
it's an arena.
A player from each team. What?
It's an arena.
Excuse me. You're right. Across the front of the arena. And it has each team's logo, and then underneath the logo, it has a player that represents that team. Last year, it was Marcus Bagley. He did not play.
Did not play for the entire year. It's got to be DJ. I would be shocked if it was anybody other than DJ.
It might be like Dez. It might be Dez.
No, because they clearly made that decision at the beginning of the year last year.
But if they did it again, then it's going to be Marcus again.
Again, this is different.
I don't know.
Yeah, because
what would the odds be? What would the odds be like if you had to bet on him? Seriously.
Who's the favorite?
Who it's gonna? No, just give me like the
DJ's
top
plus
three.
150 in my opinion.
Is that the highest odds?
Yeah, he's
DJ's minus 150.
You think? Okay, you think you get money?
Really?
I'd say Bagley's plus 300. And
that's disgusting. That's so close.
I would say
it's gonna be Gaffney.
I would say
stop it. I would rather have.
What if it's the pitchfork and then the mantis from Fremont Street?
This is completely unrelated.
That might have been the funniest thing you've ever said, by the way.
What? It's Gaffney.
Oh, when we're just driving.
Wait, no, is that? Never mind.
Are you trying to take credit for that?
What?
Were you trying to take credit?
No,
for that?
I feel like I remember that whole situation playing out differently, but it's unimportant.
Okay, we can talk about it after.
The situation.
What I was gonna say. Oh, it's completely unrelated. I saw a graphic the other day that made me think of y'all. It's really Totri. It was all of the professional sports teams in America and what their stadium is called, like whether it's a field, a forum, a stadium, an arena, a park. It was a fascinating graphic.
Yeah, I saw that too. It's very cool.
No, I'm big on like certain places and certain sports have certain arenas, stadiums.
How do you feel about the term dome? Is an arena a dome?
It has to be. It has to be.
No, it's a stadium.
A dome has to be for either a baseball stadium or a baseball park or a football.
It's more dependent for me on what sport is being played there.
So what about when the Minnesota Twins played baseball at the Hubert H. Humphrey Megadome? Is it a ballpark or is it a dome?
It's a ballpark and a dome.
No, it's a dome. In that circumstance, it's a dome.
I would agree with you. It was built for football.
But like I'm big on baseball is
a ballpark.
It's ballpark.
Even though it's called Chase Field.
It's a ballpark. It's not a field.
Do you guys like
it is a field. It's a field in a ballpark.
It's a ballpark.
Do we like what?
Nothing.
Okay.
What?
Move on.
Okay. To talk about?
Yeah, we have one more question that I want to ask you guys. Is this going to be the year that ASU and Bobby Hurley get their first Pac-12 tournament championship? Yes or no?
No.
Is it more because of them or more because of what stands in their way?
Both. I mean, ASU on paper, ASU's not good enough to win a Pac-12 tournament. They're good enough to win a Pac-12 tournament.
If I would have shown you if I would have shown you the results of the women's tournament and Washington State winning, and all of the teams in that bracket, you wouldn't have said that Washington State should have won the women's Pac-12 tournament.
100%. But also, I think if you asked this question before the tournament, can Washington State win a Pac-12 tournament? You'd be crazy to say yes.
The men's team?
No. I'm saying you compared it to the women's tournament. Like you can't. If you had said that Washington,
they're a juggernaut.
If you said anyone other than Stanford was going to win that, UCLA is the number 2 team in the country. Arizona, I think a lot of people think.
But like they have again. You gotta. I'm asking you more in the sense of look, it's tournament play. We've seen this team play its best.
Then of course they can. I think ASU could win the NCAA tournament.
Well, when you ask, is this going to be like, you're going to say no, but in reality, like until ASU gets a Josh Christopher, another 5-star, and a roster that's returning, and it works together, they're never going to be the team that you're like, yes, they will win it.
Yeah,
but
they're not Cal.
Any year in the past 10 years, this is more wide open than it's ever been.
Yeah.
Even though there's a number 2 team in the country in it, you've competed.
It's number 2 team in the country that they've shown that you've played close before. Yeah, I will say, like, it's definitely not Cal. Like, if you sit here and tell me that Cal wins this tournament, I'd be like, oh, so all the other teams didn't show up.
Yeah.
Like,
and then we we're living in an alternate reality.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of an alternate reality.
Like, that is unrealistic. If you told me ASU wins the tournament, like, oh, hell yeah. Like, they went on a run. I'm not blown away by
Desmond Cambridge shot 80% from the three.
Yeah. But if you're going to sit here and be like, do I think they are going to? There are 4 other teams that I would, which is, I guess, how seeding works, that I would say would win this tournament before ASU does. No, I guess there's only 3. I still think ASU is the 4th best team in this conference. So there's definitely a shot there, but I'm not betting on it.
Okay, before we get out of here, give me a hot take for the tournament or a bold prediction.
Washington State makes the semifinals, maybe the finals.
Okay.
I don't know. Hot take. I think Arizona's going to win the tournament.
Or a bold prediction.
I think Arizona's going to repeat. How about I was going to go like player of the tournament or all tournament team something, but wasn't really sure I was going to go with it. Yeah, I don't have anything bold for you. I don't think we're going to get anything all that fascinating. I mean, I guess my bold is that Stanford's going to beat Utah 10-8 upset. But I don't think we're really going to get anything that fascinating. Devin Cambridge will be all tournament team.
Des
Cambridge, excuse me. I don't think that's that hot of a take, but I think he'll ultimately end up being
all tournament team. Go.
Ooh, oh my God, off.
I can go first.
Tiger probably.
Okay.
It's
just going to turn into the best players in the conference.
Yeah, I mean Tiger, Tabellis, Hawkes should all probably end up being there.
Jalen Clark, Jalen Clark is in a boot. I would be shocked. Oh, you said that in your comment. Yeah. I just read the top thing. Yeah.
Don't sleep on Batty.
What?
Evan Batty.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. Big man.
Big man that's not playing anymore.
He's not playing anymore? Dude, I could have swore that he was still playing for Colorado.
He is playing.
I hate him.
Who's he playing for now?
Nobody.
The Shanghai Tigers.
He's playing in the basketball tournament this summer. Colorado's making its return. He literally yesterday announced that they were coming.
Tiger.
That's what I saw then.
Tiger. Yeah, he's the Colorado basketball tournament team is coming back. Yeah, I'm saying Tiger.
That's what I saw on Twitter.
Jaime, Tabellis,
Mohamed Gay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be surprised if it's Ballo.
I would. Ballo's been terrible.
Yeah, well, I mean, fair, but I mean, if you're going to sit here and tell me that the big man on the best team, then it's whatever. I mean, again,
this is how
all things go right. Warren could be that guy.
I actually Kerr, because for U of A to win, Kerr's going to need to play well. Kerr, Hawkes.
I think
I don't know if Cambridge has a spot on this.
I don't think
either
Kerr
one of them.
does. I don't think Kerr does. I don't.
If we're only doing 5, I'll go Kerr, Hawkes, Mohamed Gay, Tubelis, maybe Dez.
I don't think.
Don't sleep on Will Richardson.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep on Will Richardson. Watch this.
That's really good sleep.
Singletary for UCLA. That motherfucker just shows up sometimes.
Yeah, but
I was gonna say with Kerr, my gut reaction is to say he won't, but then I could also see him not doing anything all tournament and then going nuclear in the championship game. And since everyone votes at the end, putting him in the tournament or putting him in the all conference.
We can't forget to vote again.
Yeah, I didn't vote. I didn't forget last year.
I didn't either.
Yeah, it's fun. I feel very special when I vote.
Do you?
Yeah.
Told you.
Okay. All tournament team. Tiger, Tubelis, Hawkes. I'm gonna say DJ. Has.
He was on the
my bold take is I think ASU makes the semis. I think they go on a run, so I think DJ is probably behind that. Just because of sheer size and the amount of games that they're gonna be playing.
Who have you said so far?
Just give me Ballo for the 5.
No Gay. You don't think Washington State's gonna be good?
No, I think they'll be good, but it's just.
If Washington,
I just can't bet against the 2 best teams in the tournament.
Yeah, but if Washington State makes the semis, I think that all they have to do is beat Oregon and Cal. I think he's in there.
I think if you get a Washington
probably
State,
2 20-10 games.
I think if you get a Washington State or an Arizona State in the semis, I think you're going to have one of their players have to have a freakish start to the tournament, so they'll probably find their way into that 5.
Leah, can you scroll up in the chat?
I know we're going through basically every single player in the conference at this point, but I could see
Spencer Jones.
Stop it.
Well, I mean, sure. Like every team has that player where if they make a run, it's probably because of this guy. So like, sure, he could. But what was I gonna say?
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, man. Watch out for him on Cal. He's a juggernaut.
Cal. God, I
could
hate the way you say
see a situation in which Frankie ends up on the all-conference team, not because he's going crazy points, but if he's going like crazy with the assists and maybe like sprinkle a little rebound numbers and then throws in like 10-point games.
Yeah,
I could see, especially if Tiger is not on his game, I could see a path.
Hot take: Frankie gets a triple-double at the Pac-12 tournament.
Yeah, that's very hot. That my hand is burning.
Listen, I mean, it is a crazy hot take, but also, if there was a player on this team to do it, I think it's him.
Yeah,
it'd be a 10, 10, and 10.
Yeah, I'm going to change my tournament team. My starting point guard for the tournament team is JJ. At guard, I have Chris. At small forward, I have Joe. And then Pugs and Hugs at the 4 and Ernesto at the 5.
Oof, I was thinking Pugs and Hugs at the 5, and then Ernesto at the 4.
No, Ernesto's got that like escapability.
Pugs and Hugs is the Duke Brennan of this chat.
Do we have a 6-man? Is it just you, Shane?
Are you the 6-man? It's our hero Lemon is the 6-man.
Yeah, our hero Lemon. That's a great band name.
Yeah, it's like My Hero Academia.
Yeah, but for everybody in the chat, thank you so much. Leave a like, send this to your friends, and if you're in Vegas again, if you're listening to this on audio, maybe you're driving to Vegas and you're listening on audio right now. Come find us.
This is the last show that we're going to be doing here.
I've said this
ever?
on
ever.
Stop it.
We're
all going to get fired. I said this on probably 4 or 5 shows, but no one's ever redeemed it. Just say tequila shot. No, say Whopper. It's still code Whopper. And I'll buy you a tequila shot.
Yeah, you know what? We don't even got to buy drinks, really. We could hang out at a casino.
Yeah, but they're watered down.
Not too good for Shane.
Yeah.
Or too bad.
I'll buy you a Verbena.
At the Cosmos. The mouth numbing.
God, they slap.
I do want to try it.
Wait, there's what? Mouth numbing.
Yeah, they put a flower and you eat the flower and it makes your mouth like a little.
It's so good.
It's amazing.
Oh my
God,
god,
mouth numb?
So
your mouth's
good.
a little numb, and then when you drink it's like a margarita basically. When you drink it, like the flavor complements the numbness. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. Danny in the chat.
Thank you for mentioning the Stanford player. He ruined my Vegas trip last year.
Thank you for not mentioning it.
For not mentioning.
Oh, you mean James Keefe?
Dude.
If you enjoyed the content, give us a
Danny,
follow.
are you going to be there?
At PHNX_Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony_Totre. You can follow Shane at Shane D. You can follow Shawn at Shawn_DePause.
Viva-ing the Las Vegas, as always.
We will see you guys for a ASU basketball, Oregon State Pac-12 tournament post-game show. Stay locked in, guys, and have a great rest of your Monday.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. I'm not letting you get out of here. Gymnastics 14th in the country. Swim won the first ever Pac-12 championship. Athletics is a bunch of
dogs.
Fucking dogs.
Softball, dogs.
Obviously.
Baseball, not dogs.
Little puppies.
They can't.
We'll see you guys in Vegas.
Positive vibes.
Peace.